I mean,
Yeah, I mean, from the sound of it, from what we're seeing, and from what y'all are saying, she she simply, it sounds like she's going through a midlife crisis to me. But she wants to be alone. She wants to find solitude. But then once she's alone and in solitude, she just wants to be held and have someone tell them that she loves her and all. Like, I don't,
well, I love
that
T.
doesn't make
Mario.
sense.
You hearing this? I want you to know, girl, you did your thing on Sister Sister. Like, for real. Big up to you. Like, I remember the good shit. I hope you smile about it when somebody talk about you. Like, I'm sad that you went through a divorce, but I do have empathy for her because that's my choice. I do. You don't know what that lady went through.
Yeah, I think it's giving mixed messages. It's giving mixed signals.
How so?
Like Via said, one minute she's saying this and then the next minute she's saying that. It's almost like just keep your personal business personal. And then nobody has to judge you.
Yeah, it's not like every single celebrity. We know every single celebrity. We know their business that's going on in their marriage. Like that's the furthest from the truth. If anything, we know uh once it gets out in the public eye, if somebody files divorce or if the police was called or some shit like that, then yeah, okay. But for you to willingly go on platforms and express all of these things, uh and experiences that you had with a person that's still alive and could very much well turn on the television and see it. Like
You know what?
that's
Viz,
some weird ass shit.
all time, we forget they are still actors and actresses. Like, this could be a crazy storyline that just
Which would make it even worse because this is influencing other women to have this same weird ass concept.
that's what media is.
I mean, but I don't think people
Which
are
is
far
worse.
as getting a divorce just to create a storyline.
Maybe not.
That's pushing it.
Maybe not. You just never know.
I
They,
get the
they
whole
I wouldn't, I they did. Hey, they both act. Excuse me.
I get it. Actors, TV, money, I get it. But divorce is that's beyond a storyline.
But that is the storyline right now because
I
every
don't think that girl is gonna get a divorce just just to create a storyline, Raimi.
shit, it got us talking about it.
Yeah, but we also talk about it
Honestly,
because it's
honestly,
exhausting.
Kelly, I honestly wouldn't put that past most people.
Getting a
But again,
divorce.
that just for the story or just to be relevant.
No,
Um,
no. We're not talking about somebody who just became famous off of Instagram. This girl was
right.
famous as a teenager. She has money. She has no reason to create a storyline for
That's
from a
fair.
divorce.
That's fair. That's fair.
Does she? We don't know, bitch.
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
we don't
yes.
know. Maybe that man drained her. Okay, y'all. We don't know, bitch. Because where's all the money then? What we talking about?
Where's the money?
I'm saying
What?
like
Why
what?
why you keep blaming the man when this is something that she's clearly saying that she has inflicted upon herself.
Accountability. That's self.
This don't have shit to do with him. This is literally her
Y'all
inflicting
get
this
so
all on
mad
us
when I bring up a man. Like, oh my.
because you keep trying to blame a man. That's what you've literally been doing since you've been on today. You
I
keep
said,
blaming the
well, that was
man
no,
for
but to your rules, Viv, to your rules, that would be totally her fault. So she is owning it that she allowed a man or whatever, whomever, drain her in whatever way.
That's
Okay.
not what she's saying, though. Like
I agree.
I could see if I could see if Jr. played a clip of her saying, "This man drained me." That out of all of the clips that we just watched, that was not something that she said one time. Kelly, as far as from what I know, she has been following for the most part the majority of the story and what she's talked about and what she talks about.
Yeah, not on
Kel-
purpose.
of course. From what she has shared with us is that she has not once came out and said that dude was abusive or anything necessarily directly negative that he did in the relationship. So this is all literally self-inflicted. This has nothing to do with that man and what he did. But for all we know, he was being a husband
See,
and she wasn't
want to
happy
throw
with
out the
herself.
allegations when we talking about him being a bad husband, but you want to go sit up and stand on him being maybe he was just being a good man, but if he was being a bad husband, I mean maybe like what we don't know. That's what I'm saying.
But you keep blaming it on the man, though. That's all that I'm saying. You
We
keep bringing it back to the man and him being abusive
You are
and
your
him
partner.
draining him.
we don't know too much of his side, but she has given us a lot of her side. And based on that, it seems like she's missed something. And I don't think it has anything to do with him. She, on the video that we just played, she was saying she wants someone to love her, to hold her, to do all these things. So I don't know. It's like, okay, you divorced one husband who loved you, apparently. I mean, I don't know how you stay with somebody for so long and then all of a sudden you want to file for a divorce. So I don't know. Maybe it could be a midlife crisis, but I just don't think it has anything to do with how he necessarily, well, we use the term abuse. I just don't think he abused her. I think that girl missed her early days and just she's trying to relive her youth, and that youth is no longer there. And I do, like I said earlier, the influence of social media. She's human just like anybody else. She could be looking at somebody else's life, feeling like, wow, I want that. We don't know. But it just seems like she has a void. And I don't think it has anything to do with her husband. Ex-husband.
I don't think he's gonna say anything too much, really. I think he because she's the mother of his children, I think that he has respect for her just because of that. He don't want to make her look bad. Now, what she decides to do, it's kind of like on her. I mean, like it's a possibility he just may be in shock and how things are unfolding. Um, like I believe she's been in the spotlight a little bit longer than him, or maybe a lot longer than she was a child. And I think there may be some difficulties as far as like how people grow up and how they should date. It might have been some pressures um, being in the industry. She could have been looking at her sister and seeing how she's going as far as with her marriage and love life. I mean, who knows? I mean, it's always two sides to a story. We do know it's only one story that was being put out there. Either way, it's still a fail up on both parts, and there are children involved, which is the most important piece. So, I mean, hopefully, they're able to co-parent and do whatever it is they need to do. And I'm pretty sure there's some lessons that can be taken from it, but we really don't know. And we can only imagine and probably speak off some experiences of our own, which we could probably pull from it or either gather some conclusions or possibilities based off what we know. But I don't think he's going to ever say something. He may have said something to the people he needed to say something to, but I don't think he's going to publicly embarrass her. And sometimes you can't really control what the other person does. You hope that they wouldn't, but I've heard that sometimes people cope in different ways, and a lot of people in the world do seek validation from other people. They need it, and especially now because that's the way that media has shaped our minds is that we run to social media to disclose our personal business and our lives and what we got going on, and we look for companionship sometimes from strangers. Sometimes we rally up our troops. You got celebrities like Nicki Minaj and Cardi B. You know, that's how they rally up their fans, they tribe, and as long as they tribe is supporting them, and that's really just all they need. Sometimes it's hard to get that truth from everybody else.